about my negotiation about job centers. So I will show the challenge is job center faces and the solution for solve the job centers challenge. So let's move on my first. So here is my content, and I will follow those four parts to introduce. And first of all is information of job center. For this part, I will show the information and background about job centers. And secondly is challenge of job center. For this part, I will show the one challenge, which challenge is job center business, and next one is the solutions of the challenge. So for this part, I will show the three solutions to solve job center business challenge, and finally is conclusion. So let's move on my first part about information of job centers. So here shows the background about job centers. So job center was established in 2019. And job center is location in downtown Auckland, and they compose of the three leaders and 5 employees. And the main business operation for job center is help the foreign students or international students to find job in New Zealand, and they will provide the employers opportunity for foreign students in New Zealand. So for the job centers, the job center will faces the challenge for during the 2021 to 2024. So they will faces which challenge after I will show the information about the challenge. And because the job center during COVID-19 were due to the influence for COVID-19, so the operation is poor and the revenues is not good. So job center won't increase their revenues. And so for the questions like this two, for these two, and after I will show the challenge, which challenge is job center faces and why they faces this challenge. So here shows the challenge of job center. Job center faces the financial challenge, and the reason has two. So here is the first reason: the rent is too expensive, so job center can't continue to rent for the orange office, so they need to have and choose another office or choose another base to solve this challenge. And the second reason is the number of customers has decreased recently, because during COVID-19, not enough customers come to job centers, and not enough the international students come to job centers to need their help. However, job center wants to increase their revenues and reduce the economic pressure for the rent and for the another things. So what should job center to do for the during the 2021 to 2024? So here it shows the first solution. The first solution about the choose an office with low rent or choose a smaller office, because this solution have advantage for internal and external. So the advantage for internal now shows the three ideas, like details, like the first is reduce the pressure on corporate rent, because if they choose a small office or lower rent, it's cheaper than orange office rent. And secondly, they will give the average distribution of office area, and job center will make sure the employers have personal space, can provide the service for customers. And finally is job center will provide employers with a small room, so that they can rest at different times. And the advantage for external have those tools. So job center wants to give the customers the quiet environment. So what should they do? The first, they need use sound exclusion material because this way can better to reduce noise for customers. And secondly is provide a small room, because if they provide a small room, they can provide one-to-one services and they can better get the customer's satisfaction. So about the solution 2 is provide online services to reduce cost, because sometimes because job center the main business operation almost to help the international students. So for the online services, it's very convenient for us. They include the business and they include the customers and employers. So for the online services, they have the benefits for those 3. So first, more convenient management, and secondly is they will ensure the safety and save time for employers and customers. And thirdly is they will reduce people's trip, because always use the online services, they can only use computer at home, no need to trip outside. So it's helps and they will make sure the safety for customers and employers. And job center will use online services for 24 hours shifty to provide customers with online real-time consultation services. And they will use this for the weekly and get the customers' feedback. And some customer won't ask how can they find for the social media for job centers. So maybe they can search the keywords like job center or recruitment company, so they can find the social media for job center. So for the last one, about the shared office with other company, because this way it benefits for build the relationship for 2 company. However, for this way, there means some problems like how to build the relationship and how to influence the different companies. So they have 3 problems. I think if they share the workplace, they will meet the problems. So for the first is there will be country direction due to different services offered. And the secondly is if companies in the same industry, so they will get the competitive relationship, they will influence the customer number for the company for the job center. And finally is when the joint rent company leaves, it will increase the pressure on rent again. So for the conclusion, before I decide the challenge for job centers was established in 2019, and the main business operation is help the international student fund work in New Zealand. So I think the job center faces the financial challenge, and which solution is better for job center? In my opinion, I think it's second one for online services, because provide online services is very convenient for customers and employers, and they will save the money for the rent for the office. So I think the provide online services is better for job centers. So here is my references. Thanks for listening.
Oh, thank you very much. Anyone has any questions?
That was amazing.
Carry on. Anyone has any questions? Excuse me. I have one quick question.
Yes.
So you decide to go with the second choice, right?
Yes.
Which is the online service. Why do you think for a employment recruitment agency, why do you think you need 24 hours service? Why do you need to provide 24 hours service to customers?
Because I think sometimes some internal students, maybe not in New Zealand.
You mean
maybe in
international
China.
international students?
Yes, maybe they in China and they have the time really. So if they provide 24 hours, maybe because they have 5 employers and maybe 2 people can work for this time and another 3 people can work for the another time. So make sure they provide the services for customers.
Why do you think international students, like from overseas, why do they need to find a job in New Zealand before they even come to New Zealand?
Maybe they want to come to New Zealand, but during COVID-19 they can't come to New Zealand recently. So maybe they can search online, like search the keywords "find job center," and they can understand. They can know some information about the job centers. So make sure their work.
Okay, very good. My last question is going to be really hard to find people to work for the late night shifts. How are you going to ask your staff to work in the late night? For example, between 12 and 6 o'clock.
I think maybe give different time or give different work time. Maybe the one people for this time and another people for another time. So for the if first people work and another 4 people or 3 people can rest, and if the another people work and another people can rest, like this.
All right, cool. Thank you very much. You can stop now.